Is it? You say that all the papers, this accusation or whatever it is against you, is based on the concept that you did something wrong in France by the French company which contradicts French law.
You can, I mean, that it's
This
not
is-
very clear.
Yeah,
And you see that, and exactly the fact that it's not clear was the reason why court officially has decided to liberate me.
Yeah, that's my point.
It was not written there that I was in France. The fact that I was in France, I know it. It was written simply that it was the crime which was performed with participation of French company in 2004-2005.
I see. Oh, okay. Because if they try to prove, so to say, that you did something wrong in France according to French law with the French company, etc., then probably the French Ministry of Justice should, say, okay, guys, but
After we received the real
papers.
because right now nobody knows that any state is obliged to detain any person which is marked by red alert. It's law, and it's normal law mainly. Right now Interpol is the subject of very serious changes or very serious reform for sure, because everybody gets that unfortunately. Interpol, it's not the first time. Interpol is quite old organization. It was used very, very widely by Germany, by Nazi Germany in 39-40s. So that time Hitler used a lot of red alerts at Interpol to get some people. So it's not the first time when we have this situation.
So our main effort will be to prove that, not to prove, but to stress the point that most likely it will be a political case in Russia.
Yeah, because I'm sure that from, you see that there is the concept that local court shouldn't be able to understand if this proof is fake or not. They should consider all the proofs which comes as real. So if they, for example, print out from my email some order that I was discussing that please send 200,000 for that account to prepare for killing Mr. Putin or something like this, Bulgarian law is not allowed to consider the fact that okay, maybe it's fake account, maybe like this. So they should take it as real proof, because Russia, and the fact that Putin parallelly says to everybody that there is no Russians in Ukraine and everybody sees already Russian tanks, and so in real life there is very serious principle. If you hear the third bell of the clock, you should not trust to the previous 12. Yeah, because somebody, if somebody lies to you permanently, you should not consider. But unfortunately, in judicial life, it's not like this. If somebody lies to you and parallelly he sends to you some paper, you should consider this paper as real. So definitely, our own opportunity will be to use the third article for this declaration of the Huabion, just to say that, okay, if I'm in Russia, I wouldn't be judged an unbiased way. Because to win against Russians on their field of fabricated witnesses or something, it would be almost impossible. But once more, let's see, because for now, was they written, it looked quite strange, I would say like this.
You mentioned the case with the Bulgarian military minister.
Yeah?
The Russian, Ukrainian. What do you think should be a Bulgarian position, nationally, politics, to be with Russia, of course, not maybe with Europe?
No, but it's evident that what Russia is, when I'm talking about Russia, everybody gets that I'm talking about Russian government, yeah? I prove that I don't say anything about Russia like community of Russians, which unfortunately right now brainwashed community, but still it's not the same. So definitely the position of Bulgaria should be simply, Bulgaria is not so powerful to withstand with real tanks and soldiers against Russia. It's evident. But from point, for example, of Southern Stream, it's very good position that because South Stream, it's much more important in this war with Ukraine than, I don't know, that 15 or 20,000 of soldiers. Because for Ukraine, the fact that it's the only channel for Russian gas, it's much more important than a powerful army. So what can do Bulgaria to support Ukraine? Still to take very serious position against South Stream, for example. Not to make references for Brussels, not to make references for potential economical disadvantages. No, just to say very clear that we don't do business with tyrants who is in war with closest neighbors. So that's, I think, what Bulgaria can do right now. No business, any business with Putin. And I think that's the only thing which Bulgaria can do, which can, I mean, it definitely can do a lot. It can do manifestation, protest, blah, blah, blah. But for Putin now, and for those people who are losing their life today in Mariupol, for example, it wouldn't be so important like real dissolving all this company which is responsible for South Stream.
After Putin, maybe?
After Putin, what?
What should we do then?
What should you do after Putin? Once more, just to be very clear, I think that Bulgaria, after the crash of Soviet Union, has performed one very serious mistake. Bulgaria still, once more, when I talk in Bulgaria, I talked about all your governments. That, look, for example, for Poland, look at Poland, look at Latvia, then they told that, okay, we were Russian satellites and now we are independent. We are small but independent. Bulgarian government, and that's why we want to start the relations with Russia from zero. And Bulgarian governments always were trying to assure Russian governments that Bulgaria is still the best friend. Even if it's part of Europe, it's still the best friend. And unfortunately, any Russian government has never valued it as advantage. It's also valued it as, okay, if you are our friend, it means that you are a younger brother, it means that you should be. And we'll help, we'll take care of you. So, and the consequence is that I think that Bulgaria, even right now, should start to treat itself like more independent government, like more independent country, like not to respect itself more than younger brother dependent from Dedko Ivan? And when you take this position, a lot of questions will find their answers quite soon, I'm sure. But it's very difficult, I know that. But right now you can compare even the trade turnover between Latvia and Russia and Bulgaria and Russia. So the fact that Bulgarian governments always were trying to persuade Russia that it's the best friend was not actually valued by Russians. So Latvia, in terms of share of turnover, it's had more before these sanctions, more turnover with Russia than Bulgaria. Okay, there are a lot of people here, I am sure, that were fed by Russians, but not in normal way, but in a way of corruption. But once more, I'm not from here. That's what I was able to feel after 1 month of staying in Bulgaria. Self-respect is the first thing which should be developed in Bulgaria right now. Self-respect towards Russia. Do you think it's impossible?
What do you think about the Soviet Union monuments here in Bulgaria, and what is the reaction of Russian community about this, and about the monuments, and about the painting that we are making almost every month?
There is an official position of the Russian government.
Yes.
It's not the government.
Now we ask for the official.
Yes.
Of the future government, so.
Firstly, what is your personal opinion about the monuments?
I think that, let's put it like this, that I am sure that unfortunately in Bulgaria it's not paid enough attention for this problem as it should be put. In this area, Russians, they don't accept any jokes or something like this. okay, we can understand why it happened, but it's true and it's reality. So me personally, I think that these monuments, they belong to the era which passes right now. It's the symbol of the era and of generation which will pass in several, maybe dozens years or something like this. In this case, it's not a unique problem. The same problem is in Germany, for example, in Austria, where Soviet monuments, and each country tries to find out the solution. There is no ideal solution about it, it's for sure. It would be very, very nice if the monument is not for Soviet soldiers, but for example for all the soldiers who lost their life, something like this. But I'm not sure that even this would be enough. Me personally, in this case, but once more, I would be really, really, how to say, punished by Russians, even by my parents, because if you read the position of normal Russians, they consider the problem with monuments as much more serious problem than even with South Stream, and they really, really consider it like betrayal of our younger brothers, blah 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 blah. And this fact is not understood right now by Bulgarians. That for Russians, the problem of painting of monument is exactly the same as the problem of South Stream, or maybe sometimes even more important. And the fact that Bulgarian society does not put enough attention for this, for me it's also evident. Me personally, I think that definitely, I love, for example, this Czech experiment. They move all these monuments into one very good created museum, and everybody can visit them. But in Moscow it's done also the same. A lot of monuments are moved to museum when epoch was changed. And definitely it's the position of Bulgaria. It should be decided by Bulgarians. It's the most important stuff, that Bulgaria should take this decision, and this decision should be really independent of any threatenings by Russia. And it can be quite a good test for if the independent, for this self-respect, as I tell you. But definitely any solution, any decision which is taken should be very, very balanced and should be very, very accurately performed. I think the fact that they were painted a lot of times, it should show already that a very serious part of Bulgarian society is not comfortable with the fact of these monuments. And I haven't seen any official procedure which was, maybe I haven't seen it, but I don't know, maybe it should be a referendum about them, maybe it should be official program. But it's not possible just to say that somebody who paints them, you are not correct, and we will keep them. It's not the solution. So I think that very serious resources compared to resources which are attracted for solving the problem of South Stream should be allocated for solving of this problem. How to solve it on the best way. And there are, at least as I told you, two opportunities, either to convert it in Germany for monuments for all the victims of something. So in Germany, if you see monument for World War I, it would be from one side Serbian names, from another side German names, from third name Russian names, Austrian names. It's monument for people who actually lost their lives there, and they were simple soldiers. The second solution, it can be very long program. So once more, that a lot of Bulgarians, because I talked with them, they are not comfortable also with the fact that monuments are painted. And to discuss with them what period of time they want to keep these monuments, and then to agree that afterwards they can be put to some place. But once more, what I am saying, it should be the result of very serious work of taking the decision, which should be performed only by Bulgarians. Okay, with consultations of Russians for sure, but it should be pure Bulgarian solution, pure Bulgarian decision.